Good afternoon. How are you today? My name is Elizabeth. I am RunWithHooksNYarn. I am coming to you from Columbus, Ohio, and this is my podcast all about my knitting, my crocheting, my running and training, and all of my, maybe some catch up on my daily life. If that sounds like something you are interested in, go ahead and stick around and we will get going. So again, I'm Elizabeth. I've got some water today. I'm very thirsty. It is January 29th, 2024. If you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes because they're right here. And this is episode number 3. It's been about 2 weeks since I last podcast. I have been thinking about maybe going weekly, mostly because I have a lot to talk about and I don't have a whole lot of time today. I also feel like my hair is very crazy. Whatever. So, we are going to talk about some whips. I have some finished objects. I've got a couple of acquisitions. I'm not going to share all of them. There's just not enough time. And then I'm going to give you some life updates and some running and training updates. I feel like I'm out of practice because I haven't done this in 2 weeks. So forgive me. Today is Monday. It is very cold outside. It's about 35 right now, maybe 34. We just came off of a very wet, rainy weekend. I did not get my run done this weekend. It was just a lot going on. But first, let's get into whips. So I have them sitting right here. So I'm going to lean over and get one at a time. I have 6 right now. 5 of them are socks. So, being housed in this bag is my Wyatt's socks. This is Kay of the Crazy Sock Ladies pattern. It is for her son. The inspiration for these is her son. And it's just in this cute mesh bag that I got from, I think I got a yarn shipment in it. Or maybe tea. I don't remember. But I am obviously doing socks. And this is on the Cozy Knitter. It is self-striping and it has 8 color repeats. I'm gonna get this one day, guys, I promise. I am using 9-inch circulars. I'm using the Hiya Sharps. These ones, US size 1, 2.25 milliliters. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Hiya Sharps, US 1, 2.25 millimeters. Let me just grab another drink because heaven forbid I don't. All right, so, and I am doing, again, Wyatt's sock pattern. I don't have a whole lot of progress on this. I actually realized that so I love this pattern, first off. It's beautiful. I'm not sure how well you can see it, but it really is just beautiful. I actually think it looks really, really good in this self-striping yarn, too. I am keeping track with stitch markers on the back because it's kind of hard to follow on the front. It just kind of is. So, like I said, I don't have a whole lot of progress on these. It's been a little, I've had a lot going on the last 2 weeks. I haven't had as much knitting time as I would like. So yeah, I don't have a lot of progress. I think I only have 2 pattern repeats done on this, which last time I think I only had 2 or 3 as well. So we've got maybe 3 more pattern repeats, then I'll go into a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset, and then I'll continue to the foot. And I'm just going to do a rounded toe. And again, the stitch markers on the back. I have a stitch marker every 10 rows. And I just really, really enjoy this, moving stripe. Kay is a genius. She really is. She's one of my favorites. But yeah, so this is my Cozy Knitter Wyatt socks. Don't know what I'm actually going to name them yet, but whatever. It's fine, no big deal. I next have this bag. This bag is actually from Michael's. I got it, it was the first project bag I ever got, and my husband bought it for me when I started crocheting about 4 or 5 years ago. Oh my goodness, it was 5 years ago, because it's 2024 now. Holy crap. So he got me this at Michael's. It's got 2 pockets right here, and it's drawstring. And I was making scarves for my boys for Christmas, and this was like the perfect size to fit a scarf, like the yarn, the hook, the scarf, and I could also fit my book that I was reading at that time in it, and my wallet, because I carry a clutch. I don't carry a purse. I just have never been a purse person, so I just like have a clutch that has all my stuff in it. So yeah, I love it. It's just super simple. There is not a pocket on the inside. Pockets are on the outside here. But in here, I have my holiday lights. So this is, I am doing the sock witchery pattern, string of lights. It is a paid for pattern, I'm pretty sure, so I don't want to give anything away. I'm using Knitted Wit sock yarn on their Holiday Lights colorway. I got this at my local yarn store, Yarn It and Haberdashery in Grandview, Ohio. I'm using 9-inch circulars, Chowgoo, US, are these the ones? Yeah, US 1, 9-inch circulars, 2.25 millimeters, not milliliters. I don't know why I keep these in with it. Well, I do know why. So up until now, I've been keeping the things that the packages that my needles have come in because I don't have anywhere to store them until now, but we'll talk about that later. So anyway, let me show you the yarn and then I'll show you the sock. So this is the yarn. Is this not some of the most fun, beautiful, looks like lights pattern you have ever seen, or yarn you have ever seen? I saw this at the local yarn store when I was organizing, because I work there every other Sunday. I saw it when I was organizing all of the Knitted Wit, and I was like, oh, look, this is going to come home with me. That's just kind of what happened. I don't have a whole lot of progress on these either. Not really unintentionally. I have made sure that here lately I have only been knitting or crocheting what's bringing me joy, and these weren't for a couple days. Mostly not because they didn't bring me joy, but because other things were bringing me more joy. So here we are. I have 40. Oh, I didn't realize you couldn't see the yellow. So I have my stitch markers down the side. Let me see if is that better? Probably not. Is that better? Okay, so I've got stitch markers on the side. I'm going to turn that back on. I think I look better with it on. And I think I can show this stuff off better. So I did 20 rounds of 2x2 rib. And then I'm doing the sock witchery pattern, string of lights. It's a very simple ribbed pattern. It's a 2-row repeat. And I really do enjoy it. I'm using I have a Progress stitch marker, Progress Keeper stitch marker. I got this from Always Be Kind Yarn. And I thought it was just so pretty with all of the lights. And it was, I don't have any light bulbs or like string of lights, Progress Keepers, so I just went ahead and thought this would go really pretty. So I got this from Always Be Kind Yarn. Laura is amazing. So yes, this is my holiday lights, and I am hoping to have these finished by next podcast. So fun, and again, like it's so easily transportable. So fun. So the next one that I have is in this cute little bag, square bag that I got. It is from Nomadic Yarns. Yes, Nomadic Yarns, not Nomadic Stitches. Nomadic Yarns. This is her Peppermint Cocoa square bag. They are perfect for socks. And of course, I have a sock in here. The sock pattern that I am using is called My Chevy Socks. and it is by Knit On Designs. Her name is Deb Buckingham. So I'm gonna cover this up, and here is a little picture. My kids thought it would be fun to slice it, so whatever. So I am having to alter this pattern just a little bit, but again, it's a paid for pattern, so I'm not gonna disclose any of the details. So the yarn that I am using is my Freckled Whimsy Christmassy yarn. This is January's. It is called Cozy Christmas Cuddles. It is an 8, let me see, let me double check real quick. I believe it is an 8, yes, it is an 8 stripe repeat. And it does have had a mini that I did get the mini. This is a club that is coming every month. It's a Christmassy yarn every month, self-striping, and I want to do this same pattern on all of them that I get. I was gonna try to do them one a month. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not very fast of a knitter, so I'm getting faster, but we will see. If I don't get them done, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna, like every month, I'm just gonna keep using them as I get them. So it comes with a mini and this beautiful, it's kind of blowing out. Let's see if this helps. That's a little bit better. So it is a deep maroon red, and it's a very pretty tonal. Got myself all mixed up here, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry. And then here are the stripes. Look how pretty these are in here. Isn't this cake just stunning? I love it. I'm gonna set this back down in here. Oh, look, stitch marker. I wonder where that one came from. But anyway, I have 3 stripes done. Getting ready to start the 4th. Oh my goodness, get it on my hand. So I'm using a 9-inch circular, Chow Goose, the US 2.25 milliliters. Let me double check. Am I using the 1s or the 1.5s on these? Oh no, I'm sorry. I am using Hiya Sharps US 2.25 millimeters. So yes, I'm using Hiya Sharps. I ordered some because this yarn is thinner than the other yarn that I was using. And I got some other yarns that were, kind of thin. And I thought, I really want to try these Hiya Sharps just to see if I like them. And I do. I'm surprised I don't, oh, I know where my baggie is, my package, it's over there. But I am thoroughly enjoying the pattern. I think it goes all the way around, and then it will go just along the top of the foot. I'll do stockinette on the bottom of the foot. I'm just gonna do a heel flap and gusset, a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. I worked on these last Monday for about 3 hours, 2-3 hours. I didn't feel well that day, but this is all I wanted to work on, so I laid in my bed, which is right here. I turned the TV on. I watched some movie. I watched a movie or two. I watched some Big Bang Theory because that's one of my comfort shows. And I just did not feel well. I'm sorry. It was Tuesday, not Monday. And I worked on this. I got this far done. And I haven't actually picked it up since because it was sitting over on my nightstand. And I had a book placed on top of the bag, so I didn't see it. And sometimes I'm very much an out of sight, out of mind. So I kind of just forgot about it. And I was really close on a couple other projects, so I was working on those. But these ones are actually going to be my main focus next, because I'm hoping, I know I'm not going to get them done before February, but if I can get them done in February and maybe even get February's done in February, that would be cool. But if I don't, well, it's fine, because we're knitting for joy. We're not knitting for fast. We're not knitting for production. We're not knitting for content. We're knitting for joy. And that is something that I really, really, really want to just make sure that I'm doing. Like, I don't want to, sorry, my eyes have something in them. I don't want to be knitting and crocheting and talking about my running just for content. I want to do it because it's what I enjoy doing. So I'm not going to be like one of those Instagrammers or influencers or, you know, YouTubers that pumps out all kinds of product and all kinds of socks and all kinds of stuff and because I do this because I enjoy it, not because I want to, you know, I want to knit and crochet all of the things, but I also don't want to do it just to show it off. Like, I do it because I love it. My next project is also in a Nomadic Yarns bag. This is her pumpkin spice bag. It's a square bag, just like the other one. And this is Sonoma yarn. And this is the May 2020 colorway. I am doing... Okay, so this is kind of a crazy story. I'm not 100% sure where I set the pattern, but I had printed out, actually, I do know where it is. Let me see if I can grab it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, so I had printed out a pattern, printed out this pattern, because I was like, oh, that is so pretty. It's very textured. But after I bought it and printed it out, I realized that the pattern is for a stitch count that I can't use because my legs are kind of small and my feet are kind of small as well. So I can't really use like a size, like I need a size small. So for DK socks, I need to cast on 40. That's what fits me. But this pattern was for 56. I'm sorry, it was for 52 for DK socks. So what I did was I took inspiration from that pattern, and also the pattern was a 6-stitch repeat and a 6-row repeat. So I took a little bit of inspiration from it, and I actually kind of wrote my own pattern. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to look into like if I can like make this, if I can like if I can like put it on Ravelry and maybe sell it. But I'd have to figure out all of the, like, I would have to figure out stitch counts, and that's stuff I'm not really sure on how to do, because it is a 5-stitch repeat and a 5-row repeat. So it would only work on, like, you know, 40 stitches, 50 stitches, 60 stitches. And I'm not sure if for DK that gets too big or too small. The next time I do this pattern, which when I show you, you'll understand. I want to try to do it on fingering yarn instead, a fingering weight yarn instead of DK, to see how it looks on that, because it's very squishy and it's very textured. But here it is. Look how beautiful this is. Let's see, can you guys see? Maybe if I do this. There we go. Look at that. No, I think the natural light might be better for us today. I'm going to leave that off for now. But look how pretty that is. Slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. I am through my gusset decreases. I am now onto the foot. And then I got sidetracked with work, and it's kind of just been sitting there. I have a couple other, I need to see if it's going to continue to work up right. Now, the only reason I started this is because last Saturday, I went out with a girlfriend of mine, and we didn't plan on being out very long, but then we ended up being out a lot longer than we had planned, so I had to have her drop me off at Yarn It because we were doing inventory last weekend. I did not bring a project to work on because we got there a little bit earlier than I needed to be there to start inventory, and I had nothing to work on, so I was just like, I want to cast on some DK socks. So I just cast on the 40 stitches because I have a finished pair of DK socks, and I already knew what size, like how many stitches I needed to cast on, which I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen my DK socks. If you have, you're going to get a repeat during finished objects. If I haven't, awesome. But anyway, so I went ahead and got this yarn and the needle the 9-inch circulars at the store, and I just went ahead and cast it on. And while we were like in between counting and everything, I got the cuff done. So this is 15 rounds. I'm pretty sure I did 15 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, maybe I just did 10 rounds. And then I went into this pattern, and it's super squishy. It's got lots and lots of texture. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I kind of have a name if I am able to like put it out in the world, if I'm able to. I don't know how to do that quite yet, so I'm gonna have to ask some friends, but I love these. I love them. They have been so much fun, and I am hoping again to have these done by the time next podcast. So I then have something that I was a frivolous cast on. It is my Valentine socks, and this is in a bag from Robin Stitches. Is that right? I'm sorry, Robin's Nest. This bag is by Robin's Nest, and it is a cute Valentine's bag, and it's got my hair all over it because I'm shedding like always. It's square bottomed. It's got a nice long zipper. It's got a handle. And then on the inside, look at this pattern. Look at this. Isn't that not just gorgeous? Like sometimes I also think it would be really pretty if the fabric was switched, but it also has 2 sides. So this would be really good if you were doing socks 2 at a time, or if you were maybe doing some color work, because it's definitely a bit bigger than a regular sock bag. But I really, really, really wanted it, so I got it. I needed some Valentine's bags. So I am using Hiya Sharps. These are the US 1.5s, 2.5 millimeters. And I am using Knitted Wit yarn. It is the Be Mine colorway. And one thing that I learned about Knitted Wit is the yarn is a little more sturdy. So I wanted to try the Hiya Sharps, and I'm really loving it. So here is the yarn. It is called Be Mine. I think I already said that. My tag's sitting on my work desk over there, so yeah. And I am just doing a very plain, very simple, where is it? There it is. Very plain, very simple vanilla sock. But look how beautiful it's coming out. I did 20 rounds of 2x2 ribbing, knit 2, purl 2 ribbing, and I haven't put my stitch markers on it yet because I didn't bring them with me when I was working on this, but they're in the bag. I'm gonna use purple stitch markers. Here we go. I'm gonna use these. When I get time, I'm gonna throw the stitch markers on so I know how far I am. I think I'm about 22, 23 rounds in, but I'm just gonna do, like I said, a plain vanilla sock. I think I'm gonna do about 70 rounds. Then I'm gonna do a heel flap, a slip stitch heel flap and gusset, and then I'll do my my regular rounded toe. I really just use K's of the crazy sock lady. I really just use her vanilla pattern because it worked well for me. I cast on 56 stitches because again, I have small feet and small ankles. The 64 stitch is just way too big for me. So yeah, these are my Valentine socks. I love them. They have been such a joy to knit. So there's that. And then I have one more, and it is a crochet project. And this was a project that I had no intention of starting. So, let me get it. It's not in a bag. And I cast this on because I was having, I believe this was 2 Fridays ago, or maybe Thursday. I was having some executive dysfunction problems. I knew I wanted to work on something. I had so many projects going on, but I did not want to work on any of them. Nothing brought me joy. I literally picked up every single sock whip that I just showed you, plus the ones that are over here that are finished. Nothing was bringing me joy. I didn't want to work on anything. So I was looking online and I was like, I want to do a crochet project. I wanted to do a thick, quick, like a thick yarn, super quick, something fun. So I found the Rebecca Raglan by I Love Tinderbox. Let me see if I can find the front picture. I'm terrible at this. I should have had this all done already. Here we go. The Rebecca Raglan by I Love Tinderbox. It's very pretty. It's very simple. I am using Lion Brand Thick and Quick. I am using a Clover Amour hook, size M, 9mm. The pattern calls for a 10mm, but they didn't have any. The pattern also calls for a 5-weight yarn or a 6-weight yarn. So I knew I wanted something dense. I wanted to be able to just throw a tank top on under it and, you know, like a sports bra or my bra or whatever, and just be able to throw it on and it'd be cozy. And I really just wanted to use the Thick and Quick because the Joann's that I got it at had it on sale. So here it is. This is how I've got. This is 2 balls of Lion Brand Thick and Quick. This color is charcoal. I know you guys can't see it all the way, but I have 3 more balls of charcoal, and then I have 2 balls of, I think, a cream, and then I also have a couple other balls downstairs of Lion Brand Thick and Quick, just in case I need it. So I'm going to do my sleeves next. I just haven't had the time. This hasn't been something that I've wanted to work on, which is really weird, but whatever. I'm going to do my sleeves next, so I know that I have enough left. Like, I want to make it as even as I can, because I know you can't see it because this pattern, the picture is black and white, but there is some color blocking on the bottom. So what I'm planning on doing is getting the sleeves down to here, and then seeing where I'm at, how much of the charcoal that I have left. And then I want to maybe use the white, or maybe add a little bit more with the charcoal, just like I said, depending on how much yarn I have left. I also have a really pretty pale dusty pink downstairs. So that's what I'm planning on doing. I'm going to do the color blocking. So this is my last whip. I'm also running out of time. I have a work meeting so this is going to be very crazy. Well, I mean, it kind of already is because I'm crazy, but I had to do a lot of prepping for my work meeting, so I got all of that done. And then I was like, oh, I need to podcast. It's Monday. And I just had to quickly write up some notes. So, yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I actually only have about 15 to 20 more minutes to talk before I need to pause. I either am going to have to pause or end because I have a work meeting to jump onto. I'm taking one of my breaks. I'm using both my breaks and my lunch so I can try to get all this done in time. So let's do finished objects real quick. I finished 3 pairs of socks. So last time, the first podcast that I showed you, I'm pretty sure I had my Christmas socks done. Yes, I had my Christmas socks done. I don't think I had my DK weight socks done yet. If I did, you're going to see them twice. But I used the yarn for my Christmas socks, which was La Jolla. Yeah, I'm sorry, I couldn't remember what I was saying. Like, my mind just stopped working. So I used La Jolla. It's by Ba Yarns, and it was their December 2023 colorway and their August of 2021 colorway. The red was the December and the green was August. So I just actually held them double and I made some marled DK socks. So this one was on a sock blocker, so it's going to look a lot nicer, but it is just a basic vanilla sock shorty on 9-inch circulars. I did 10 rounds for the cuff, and I think I did 15, maybe 20 rounds, probably 15 rounds. That sounds about right. About 15 rounds for the leg, and then I went into a slip stitch heel flap and gusset. This one did not go on a blocker, so I got those blockers. I remember you guys, I don't like them. They fall apart. They don't, my socks got caught on them while I was trying to dry them. So I'm going to be in the market and looking for some metal ones, like the ones that look like the cutout of a sock. So I'm in the market looking for those. So this one is not as pretty, but same thing. Just some DK vanilla socks. I love them. They're soft, they're cozy, they're comfy, they're the best. Last night, I finished my 3rd pair of socks. And these socks are not actually for me, they're for my mother-in-law, because she actually told me I could make her socks. So tell me how cute these are. They have not been blocked, they have not been washed. She did try them on, and she actually kept them on after she tried them on last night. But how cute are these? So this is Wonderland yarn in the Marianne base, I'm pretty sure. This is a gray, and this is a fuchsia. So the yarn was actually for a crochet shawl kit, but I just knew my mother-in-law would love these colors. So I did 2x2 ribbing all down the front, mostly because I wasn't sure if what size would fit her. So I cast on a medium in the Crazy Sock Ladies fingering 9-inch circular pattern. But my mother-in-law does not like long legs on her socks. So she said she didn't want shorties, but she doesn't want a long leg. She wants it to sit like right above her ankle bone. So I did 16 rounds because I lost count. I did 16 rounds for the cuff. I did 16 rounds for the leg. And then I went into a slip stitch heel flap. Gusset. This one I messed up just a little bit. It was not intentional. I kind of forgot what I was doing. There's a little hole that I did. It is reinforced inside. But she loves them. They fit her great. I couldn't be happier with these. As I was finishing them up, my middle son, Caden, was like, "Those are pretty, Mom. Who are they for? Are they for you?" And I said, "No, they're for your granny." It's my husband's mother. A second. And he goes, "Do you think they're cozy and warm?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, they are." So he said if I wanted to make him a pair, he would accept them. So I don't know if he would wear them or not, but I'm gonna cast something on for him because that's my boy, and he said he wanted them, kind of, but not yet. So these, finished object number 2, finished object number 3 are my favorite socks I've made so far. I love them. They make me exceptionally happy. They are my Grinch tree socks. How cute are these? I love them so much. So this yarn is Legacy Fiber Arts in their Steel Toes base, the Grinch colorway. I cast on 56 stitches. I did a 2x2 rib. And when I was starting this, I didn't have stitch markers. Like I like the light, as you saw on my other ones, I like the light bulb stitch markers. I didn't have any. So I thought, why don't I just do a purl row every 10 rounds? So I did. And look at these. They're so cute. I did the I did the purl round all the way around on the top. I did a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. It just fits me really well. And then the bottom is all stockinette. You probably see dog and cat hair on this because I set them down and they all laid on them. But so cute. So cute. I love them so much. I literally am going to put them on as soon as I get done filming. Yeah. Because I have been waiting for these. I love this colorway. I love the Grinch. I've got stuff all over them. I'm so sorry. But I love the Grinch. I love the colorway. I have more Grinchy yarn, so probably going to do some more with in this same type of pattern because I just think it is so fun. Now, I'm not going to print this, sell this pattern or anything. It's a vanilla sock I would knit 9 rounds and do a purl round. So there are 10 rounds and then I did a toe. a regular basic rounded toe. It's real simple. But I love them. They're so cute. They're my favorite. Ah! I now have 5 pair of socks that I can wear because a friend of mine gifted me 2 pair of socks that she made for me. I did give her the yarn. I'm going to be finishing up one of her crochet projects if I ever get to it. But no, I'll get it done. But she gave me 2. I actually have them in my drawer because I washed them when I did my Christmassy socks. Like I said, I haven't done these 2 yet because I finished these last night and I finished these this morning when I got up with my husband. So those aren't blocked or washed or anything yet. But I'm not sure they really need them. Whatever. So we've talked about whips. We've talked about FOs. I want to talk about another whip. So do you guys remember my my cozy memory blanket that I used, the Hueloco Advent? It's still sitting there untouched because I'm not sure if I want to use, I don't want to make it any bigger. I think I'm just gonna wind up the big skein, the full skein. I believe it's varnish, and do my last square, number 25, at the bottom, in the bottom corner. And then I have some 100% wool tweed cream color yarn that I want to crochet just a simple border on it, and then weave in my ends. And I think I just want to leave it at that, because I really want to I have 2 ideas. So I'm going to ask for some help. So please comment below with your thought and opinion. So I have the rest of that fade. I have all 24 colors. I have about half of mini skein left. So about 40 or so yards, 10 or so grams. And then I'll have 90, give or take, of the full skein left, 90 grams of the full skein left. Do I want to add all of those minis in order from 1 to 24 to the granny stripe blanket that I have, and then do a couple rounds with the varnish, and then save that for maybe heels, toes, and cuffs of some socks, because I won't have enough to do a full pair unless they're maybe super shorties. But I could also, just use, like I said, use it for heels, toes, and cuffs. Or should I take the yarn, double it, either holding it with itself, so I would basically have 5 grams of yarn left, and hold it double and add it to my granny square cocoon wrap that I've been working on, that is all those bright colors from the Laughing Cat fibers. That's what I have on the inside. That's 12 colors. Or maybe I could take day 1 and 2 and hold them together. 3 and 4, hold them together. 5 and 6, hold them together. And then, so I would have 12 more colors to add around to it. And then hold day 24 double with itself. And I think if I were to do that, I could, with the other colors, maybe have enough to actually go all the way around with the full color, the varnish color, and add, I know this is getting very long-winded, and use the varnish color as the border, and maybe so I can put a little, sleeves on it or something. So granny stripe or granny square, hold with itself or hold double. Though on the granny square, that's the one I would hold with itself or hold 2 colors together, because my granny stripe blanket is fingering and the granny square cocoon is DK. Or fingering held double. So I need you guys to tell me what to do. So answer below. Oh, some of you guys haven't seen them. Okay, hold on 1 second. Don't judge that I'm still wearing my pajama pants either. Yes, they're Grinch. I love them. Okay, here is the granny stripe blanket. It has an Advent at the bottom, a 12-day Advent, 12 days of Christmas Advent at the bottom, and then at the top it has Destination Yarns Planet colorways. So I could add it to this. And just, you know, back and forth until, with each color until I run out, and then do, you know, maybe a stripe or 2 or 3 of varnish and call it a day. Here is the Granny Square cocoon. Again, this is with the color, the 12-day Advent from Laughing Cat Fibers. And I'll show you real quick. Here is the Hueloco fade. So varnish will go right here, and then I will put an outline, a border on it in the, I have a neutral colorway that I'll do just probably a single crochet, 2 rows of single crochet border on this. So what should I take this fade with? Because I'm kind of just done with the cozy memory part of this one, because I really, really want to start another one. I want to start one. I have a whole bunch of minis from Sorella, and I was also thinking I would like to take, so like there's 2 of them I want to start. Maybe not both of them cozy memories, but I want to start one that with my Sorella minis. And then I also want to do how do I explain this? I want to take all of the leftovers, or the leftovers from my socks that I'm making, and either do a granny stripe, a granny square, corner to corner, or something, and do a little bit and add all of the colors that I have used for my socks in a blanket, like as a memory type thing. So that's something else I'm fiddling with in the back of my mind. I am getting close to time that I need to be going, so let's do acquisitions. I'm going to start with this one. So I ordered from Buttermilk Cottage off of Etsy a needle holder. So I'm going to hang some needles in here. It's got little things. So I'm probably going to put 3 or 4 9-inch circulars in each. Probably 4, so I can have like 2 pair of socks here, 2 pair of socks here, 2 pair of socks here, 2 pair of socks here. And then I have plenty of room as my selection grows. Again, this is from Buttermilk Cottage. Her name is Susan. Here's her card. I got this off of Etsy, and I love it. Like, I literally just got it from the mail an hour ago. All right, so I have some Yarny acquisitions and 2 bags. Remember the bag that I showed you from Robin's Nest? That was an acquisition as well. And then I also got this one from her. I got told, again, Robin's Nest. I got told it looks like an old grandma pattern, or the yarn looks like an old grandma, but I just thought it was super sweet. It's got this really pretty little square on it. It's got a beautiful stitch marker with a little bird on it. Oh, that's better. And it opens up, and it's, look at that beautiful fabric inside. It's just very spring. I love it. You know, like I said, someone said it looks like a granny color, like the granny pattern, fabric pattern. And I was like, I don't care. I love it. Call me Granny Elizabeth. I don't care. So I got those. I got Now, I am almost positive everybody that has ordered this has gotten theirs, because and if you haven't, I'll tell you when I'm going to show it, and then you can look away. So I am part of Always Be Kind Yarn. Her name is Laura. The dyer behind it, her name is Laura. I joined her happiness club. So that is, you can get a variegated or a self-striping skein or a mini skein, or you can get one of each, or you can get two of each, whatever. She's got like a whole list of things that you can do. Yarn every month. So of course I signed up because I love her. She is amazing. And of course I'm getting the self-striping yarn. I'm going to do the heel toe do-si-do pattern, which is Kay, the Crazy Sock Ladies pattern. And I'm super excited. So, oh my God, I forgot to tell you, don't look away. If I ruined it for someone, I am so sorry. But if you don't have yours yet, look away. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to show it. I'm going to show the inspiration picture. I'm going to show the yarn, and then but I'm not going to talk about it, and I will let you know when you can come back. So if you haven't gotten it, turn away. Here is the inspiration photo. It's getting a little blown out. And look at this yarn. The way it stripes is right here. But look how gorgeous this is. And it came with these two little stitch markers. One does say kindness. The other is a little glittery bead. Okay, you can look back now. I took it off camera. If I did ruin it, I am so sorry, guys. I really am sorry. So yeah, there's that one. I ordered one from a homespun house. This is from her Advents colorways. This is Christmas jammies. So obviously I'm going to make socks out of it. But look how pretty. It's just a little blown out. It's not quite, okay, blown out might not be the right word. It's not quite as rich as it's showing. It's a little more muted. But I think this, it is on the Woolly sock set, which is 75-25 wool and nylon. Superwash wool and nylon, but it is so pretty. I'm getting really close on time, so I'm going to speed things up. I got an order from Polka Dot Creek. I wanted some Valentine's yarn, some Valentine's self-striping yarn, so eventually I'll cast these on too. But I got their Valentine's Candy stripe set. This is on, again, 75-25, fingering weight. Look at those colors. Aren't those beautiful? And then I got their Love Potion colorway. It's Love Potion with Russet. I'm sorry. And this is Valentine's Candy with Bright Aqua. How pretty is that? So it does kind of look like OSU colors as well. From far away, it looks kind of like it's OSU colors. So scarlet gray, white. But the gray is actually a little more purple than gray. But yeah, super pretty. I got an order from Dragon Horde Yarns. I got their You're a Mean One. So Grinch colorway. Love it. And then I got the There and Back Again. Big Lord of the Rings fan. But look how pretty this is. And look at those minis. Oh, I love it so much. Literally cannot wait. These actually might be for my husband, though. I haven't decided. And then I got another Legacy Fiber Arts order because I saw them and I just couldn't help myself. So I got their String Light Repair Shop colorway, which is a Christmassy type colorway, but it's also just really pretty, on their Steel Toes base, which is a 75-20 Superwash Merino Wool and Nylon. It's stunning, guys. It's stunning. It's rich. I love all of these little speckles, all of these vibrant colors with some, with some cream base. I just can't. And then I saw that they have a Wednesday set, Wednesday from the Netflix show based on Wednesday Addams. So I had to get Wednesday Addams, and this is also on the steel toes base. I love that steel toes base. How pretty is this? I'm not really 100% sure where Wednesday comes from this because it's very colorful, and Wednesday is black and white. Like, she loves wearing black and white. But it also is still very much her. Like, I see it, but I don't. But it's got like pops of red, and I know that this looks blue, but it's actually more of a purple. And this looks like it's like got like a rosy undertone. That's what it kind of looks like on here, but it's more like a faded blood undertone. And again, this looks blue to you, but it's more of a purple color. And it's on this soft, creamy white cream base. And then the last one, last acquisition for now, is Ophelia Hall from Legacy Fiber Arts. This is going to be Halloween socks because look at those colors. Is it not just stunning? And this is, again, the steel toe base, 75/25. Love it. Love, love, love it. So let's do a really quick... So this past weekend when we went ice skating with some friends. I fell, bruised up my hands pretty well. I don't know if you guys can see that. I also bruised up my elbows pretty good. We had a lot of fun. My husband is actually starting to get it. Yesterday I did not feel good. Lady problems, was not feeling good. So I really just sat at home all day, like curled up in a ball, knitting or napping because I did not feel good. I am getting my runs done. I did not get my run done this weekend because I just didn't. I am going when I get off of work today though. And, yeah, I am just exceptionally grateful that I'm sorry, I know I'm very wiggly. This chair keeps moving on me. Very exceptionally grateful for everything that I've gotten. My husband and I's relationship is doing amazing right now. I was really, really worried when he started working not from home that I just was living in a bunch of fear that he would find somebody else or our relationship would deteriorate because, like, you know, we weren't around each other all the time anymore. But in all honesty, it's actually gotten a lot better. We spend time together now that's more quality, and it's wonderful. He is seriously my best friend. I love him so much. I got a new sponsee at my Friday night home group meeting, so I was very excited about that. She is doing wonderful. We're getting started on step work tonight, probably. Either tonight or tomorrow, I'm not sure yet. I get the boys tomorrow night, and I think that's all. I have to get to my work meeting, and yeah, I think that's all. So stay safe, be well. I hope that you guys have enjoyed, and please tell me what you think I should do with my Hueloco Advent. So I will talk to you all later. Happy knitting!